Hey, what's up guys? It's Brendan from Best Life Weight Loss, and today's bike vlog, I want to talk about suffering. You know, if you saw the short, I was talking about, I seen this meme that's been going around, and it shows a depiction of a fat person, you know, morbidly obese, super fat, and a fit person, kind of has muscles, whatever, and it talks about the contrasts of suffering. You know, both aspects have a form of suffering. Which do you choose to suffer with? And it resonated with me so much that I decided to make these videos. Because when I was 367 pounds, the suffering is obviously more evident when it's weighing on my bones, joints. The overall feeling of quality of life was terrible, you know. Just walking up 8 steps, I'm exhausted. You know, I always had a semblance of strength, because, you know, when you're carrying around that much weight, you have to build some kind of muscle. You know, I've always worked and moved around. When sedentary fat and moving around fat, 2 different fats, you know. I definitely had more muscle than a fat person that just didn't do anything at all. But in that same regard, I didn't feel good. You know, everything was hard. Whereas now, it's a different aspect of suffering. I'm always trying to be honest with you guys. I'm always fucking sore. You know, especially my legs, muscles in my legs, there's a lot of soreness. But the contrast to that is that now, yeah, I'm suffering in the aspect of soreness, and obviously one of the biggest things I can say is like being in a calorie deficit. It's not easy. Having those hunger pains, feeling a sense of discomfort because, you know, you want to put more food in, but you've already reached the limit you set for yourself. That form of discomfort, that is suffering. And I definitely see it. But the progress, the feeling, the power you get from doing those things, from living in a calorie deficit, you lose weight. What happens when you lose weight? You move better, you move faster, and the quality of my life has excelled. So even now, you know, I bought this knee sock because I guess I've been working out so much. This is my bad knee, many surgeries on it, and it's been hurting the last few weeks. I had a whole video talking about pushing through pain, and it was still hurting, so I was like, maybe if I buy something to help compress it. Fuck, this knee sock, it's my second day using it. I'm about an hour and a half in, and let me tell you, it has really made a difference. And the idea for that is, you know, I want to keep going. So yeah, I'm suffering from this knee pain, but the results I'm getting, the feeling, the power, the longevity, you know, I'm getting the soreness in my legs. I have this knee pain. But when I go when I go to walk up the stairs, I'm flying up the stairs. You know, when I squat, I can't fully squat on this knee all the way down. But the ability to squat as far as I can now, that wasn't something I could do before. Getting up off the floor without assistance, just fucking using my own body weight to get up. So the idea of, you know, not wanting to work out because that's really what it comes down to. You know, what are you talking about? Suffering, blah, blah, blah. It comes down to looking at it and saying, I don't want to start working out. I don't want to start exercising because it's hard, because all of these different factors, you know, you have to look at how your life is right now and weigh that and say, am I suffering already? Is my lack of exercise, my lack of diet, is it bringing the quality of my life down? Because if those things are happening, you might as well start working out. You know, life is already hard. And let me tell you, being morbidly obese, 300 plus pounds, it makes life extremely hard. And I'm not just talking about life hard in the sense of just moving, breathing, running, jumping, and living, but even the social aspect. People 100% treat you differently the fatter you are. I've lost over 150 pounds, and I can tell you people treat me way nicer. People acknowledge me more. They say they'll just start talking to me more when that shit never happened. You know, you get the looks. You know, you're walking around fucking chest popping out, you get looks. And it's great. But the concept of, you know, how do you want to suffer, it made so much sense to me, because I really understand what they're trying to say, and I really want to bring that forth to you guys, because life, it is all about suffering. You know, there's always something, unless you're a fucking bajillionaire, there's always something in life that is fucking with you, that is bringing you down. And being able to control as many aspects in your life as you can, that really brings up the quality of life. And I don't feel like there's anything better to control than, obviously, you know, all the money's bank or something. That I love to control, but controlling the health, controlling your weight, controlling the fitness aspect of your life, controlling that, taking the reins on that, it puts you in a different perspective. Whereas the suffering I'm doing now outweighs the results. Whereas I was suffering before, and you're literally just killing yourself. When you're morbidly obese, when you're fat, when you're not fat, but you're just not exercising at all, and your body's getting soft, that in itself will bring you suffering. It will bring the quality of life down, and I don't want that for you. I see everything I've done now. I see how the quality of life has changed. I keep talking about quality of life because that's really what it comes down to. You know, I feel like if you're suffering in life, suffering in the things you're doing, you have a lesser quality of life because of the feelings. Remember, it's all about your mentality. You want to stick to your weight loss journey, you want to see results, a positive mentality, pushing yourself forward. That's how you're going to get to where you are. And deciding for yourself, you know, putting it in that perspective, I think can help people push themselves forward. Putting in that perspective of how do I want to suffer? Having that discussion can push you into your weight loss journey. And that's really what the idea of this video was, is that I just want another tool, another thing to say, hey, you can try this, you can achieve this, you can better yourself. And look at the contrast of your life now. Is your life now shitty, horrible, hard, suffering? Then maybe you should think about starting a weight loss journey. You know, if you're here watching this, maybe you've already been giving it some thought. And the concept of your suffering, it's really something to, I think about and put on the forefront and look at it and say, hey, how do I want to suffer? How do I want to live my life? And for me, I want to control it. I want to control every aspect I can. So I hope you guys start your weight loss journey today and stay positive.